Hey, hey, and welcome to Through the Static, and happy 3rd of July, the day before the 4th. And I have a handsome guy who's back. Last week he just deserted me. Coach Elix, how are you?
I am excellent. I'm happy to be back.
All is well with the universe. You're back.
Texas was hot.
Hot. That's why I didn't go.
Oh, okay, but before we go on, I can't even get the right words out because I'm still all discombobulated because our producer, Mark, just used the phrase squeezy.
No.
What is it?
Easy
squeezy lemon.
No, easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy. Oh, my God. I don't even know what to say about that. Seriously. I wish our friend Donna was here because Donna would have a lot to say about it.
Well, how do you translate that into Spanish?
I can't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Seriously, that is something else.
What did I start here?
A lot, I guess, Mark.
What was it? Easy
peasy,
lemon squeezy. Yeah. Oh, my God.
I mean, I've always heard easy peasy. I don't think I've necessarily ever heard lemon squeezy, but I think it's kind of cool. It's cute, right? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's what I'm going to say every morning.
That's one way to describe it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Well, so now that you know that Mark producing the show is here with us too, and I'm just really excited that Elix is back. Even though I got to tell you, last week Denise was fabulous.
Denise, you did a good job.
Oh my God,
hope you're listening.
You know, her when she got here, her energy was beautiful. She meshed with me, or I meshed with her. It was a great show. And
but I'm not giving up my job, so don't think.
But I told Denise we're gonna definitely have her when you're here, and so she can come on too. And
absolutely.
But it was a great show. But I'm really glad that you're here. And
can you tell people about what's going on with Facebook Live? That's why
so
we're not live today.
We start Facebook Live, but apparently Mark told us, and a couple of people on Facebook Live told us that all day Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, whatever that's called, are having issues. So I had to delete it. I couldn't stay on because people couldn't see me, and that's the whole point of engaging with people and seeing comments. And I really look forward to Facebook Live before the show starts because it's sort of like it's like the previews to the movie. We get to see people, and we have a lot of loyal listeners that are always here, which I love to see. As a matter of fact, I kind of scroll and see, if I don't see Heidi or Jane or David, or like right away, I'm like, all right, where are they? It's so cool. It's so automatic just to do that.
And how about I think it's David, that piece that he did for you.
The doll?
Yeah, the miniature
I know
doll.
You weren't here.
I wasn't here, but I saw it, David. That's impressive. So I'm just waiting for mine because clearly
David,
I'm missing
David, you know what?
from that.
If you're listening, stop listening because that was it's a 1 in a million piece that was just for me. The Puerto Rican does not need one. Plus, he's on it. Your picture's with me.
Not the same,
in
David.
The frame, David. So you're good, David. This is David. You and I are bonded. We're good together. David, we're good.
We are good.
Yeah, we're good.
David. Steven. Can we talk about your show, your upcoming show?
So listen, July 26th at the Attleboro Elks. You have to, even though there's been a lot of tickets sold, but you know what? It's going to get, when we get to within 2 weeks, then the tickets get sold out, and then everybody starts emailing me, how come I can't purchase tickets? So this is going to be such a fantastic night. This room is wonderful. It's big. It's going to be terrific, and it's a Friday night, 7 to 9 in the summer. It's going to be a great time. Buy tickets for your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, whomever it is, your mom, your grandparents. It's going to be a really, really great show. And one thing I said last week, and actually Mark and I, hopefully next week are going to get this done. I'm recording my first CD. Now Mark's going to get privy to all of this before everybody because he's going to be doing the as he always does producing it and recording it, and then it's going to be sent out to go with music. But I got to tell you, I wanted to do the CD, and everybody that buys a ticket's going to get a downloadable version. I don't think the actual CDs are going to be ready, but the hopefully the downloadable version will, so everyone's going to
Yes.
get one as part of purchasing. The tickets are $25. I mean, you can't beat that price, right?
Yeah.
But I wanted to do the CD because when I was told, and everyone probably has heard this story. Elix and I went to a medium, and the medium told me I was a medium. And once that happened and everything started happening, I didn't know where to go. And from my experience, I thought, you know what? I want to put a CD together, like probably 5 tracks, not crazy long. One of the tracks will absolutely be a meditation, and a very concise, tight meditation, because I know there's meditations that you can do for an hour. I'm not that kind of person. I really do think I have. I've never been diagnosed, but I really do think I have ADHD. I can't sit long. And so...
Oh, you do. I can diagnose
I
you
can't
right
focus
now.
long. So... Dr. Elix now.
No,
here.
seriously,
It's
you do.
I
People, I have so many stories to tell you, but finish
so-
that because we got to sell these tickets.
Yes.
And then we'll go on to your stories.
So I wanted so the meditation is going to be very concise. It's going to get you where you need to be or get to enough to tune into spirit, to your loved ones, and get into that uncluttered place so that you can get signs. That's what we all want, right? So the meditation I do is like maybe 15 minutes, if that, and that's what I want to do. But the rest of the tracks, one of the tracks is incredible. I got to tell you, now this doesn't mean that it's not out there, but from me doing some research, I have not seen this on a track of something that is, I think, needed to be able to connect with spirit and to hone in on your skill. One of these tracks is amazing, and I actually got it from when I was doing a meditation. And after the meditation, I just heard someone say, "Look into this." And then when I got out of the meditation, I just thought, oh my God, this makes so much sense. So this CD is, you need to have it. And you will have it if you come to my show on the 26th in Attleboro. So Facebook Live people or anyone that has Facebook, please share this out so that people can hear. Just go to my website, Stephen the Medium, and you can purchase tickets there for $25. And you know what? When I do these big events, it's such a fun event, right? There's a lot of laughter. There's clearly a lot of tears because Spirit's coming through and giving messages. But I do really go through the entire room and not leave a space that's empty and try to get to as many readings as I can.
Can you clarify that? You don't read everyone. You go through.
Not if there's a lot of people, but I do get through a lot of people. But the great thing is, as I say all the time, is that when I'm doing a reading for somebody and somebody else that's sitting behind them on the other side of the room says, like the 3 things Stephen just said apply to me. It's my brother. I lost. That is not a mistake. That actually is your brother. It's just piggybacking, as I say many times, just one microphone. So I'm really excited about the show, and I just wish I had more time because we just have a lot of stories, right?
Why are we going into a break?
No, because I know there's
I haven't
people
seen any signs yet.
No. I know there's people on hold, and I want to get to them for readings and whatnot. And Mark, you say it, and Mark just gives me my hand signal. So when we come back,
squeezy lemon. What is it?
We're going to work on it during the break.
Lemon
see what I got to
Mark.
deal with this Puerto Rican. See, so 508-222-1320. When we come back, I'm going to start taking calls. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Through the Static. Do we not have fun here?
Sometimes.
Yeah. You should have seen on the commercial break, Elix trying to say easy peasy lemon squeezy. I can't even tell you the combination he came up with, easy squeezy, lemon peasy. It's just never going to happen unless you practice.
I'm still discombobulated by it. All I need is that, like Mark said, that
the tie-dye shirt.
The Pride shirt that it wasn't tie-dye, it was Pride.
No, it's a tie-dye, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah, so it's like a tie-dye
I
shirt.
apologize to all of Stephen's listeners for starting all of this. I should have known better.
Yeah, exactly.
My
With Elix
fault.
back, you should have known better, Mark. Exactly.
Tie-dye, Pride, it just looked like one of those shirts that we would proudly wear at one of our...
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
No. Completely different tie-dye, Pride, no. Completely different. Different.
All right.
All right, so let me
move along, Betty.
let me start the calls. Hello, this is Stephen. Who's this?
Hi, this is Heather.
Hey, Heather, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, and thank you for being my first caller on the day before 4th of July. So, Heather, I got to start with something that I've got to ask you. Usually I would have, because I start Facebook Live before the show, so I would have asked people on Facebook Live. But I've had for the past couple of days Henry with me, and I need to ask you: Do you connect with a Henry? Henry,
No.
Henry who's living, or Henry who's crossed?
No Henry.
Are you sure about that? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. No Henry.
All right. I just wanted to put it out there for you. Usually, a lot of times when it happens, it's my first caller, even though it could have been Facebook Live. But Henri or Henry, I got this guy that's in spirit, and he just wants to be validated. And I know it's someone. Maybe it's another caller. But Heather, just keep it with you.
Someone with an H, but not Henry.
No, this is really really specific. Henri, unless the H you have is a different name, like is it a mainstream H or is it different?
It starts with an H.
But is it like is it like a Heather or a Harry, like a mainstream H?
Yeah.
Okay, so no. So this is definitely Henry, and he's yelling at me because he's Henry. So let me.
Sorry, Henry.
Heather, I love you. All right, let me get tuned into you. Where am I going with you, Heather? There's a lot going on. All right, so Heather, there's a mom figure that steps forward. I can't tell if this is mom or grandma, but she also keeps telling me that there's I know tomorrow is the 4th of July, but she just said that's not it. There's a birthday or anniversary that's really close here to you.
Yeah.
So is this grandma? Is your mom crossed or is?
It could be a great grandmother.
But your mom is still here.
Yeah.
Living.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Both my grandmothers are still living.
Oh, so I love when great grandmothers come through, which is really cool. So, just know that she's just she wants to validate whatever this birthday or anniversary is, but she just said to me, Heather, that this is like 2 weeks back, 2 weeks forward. It's really close. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so just giving that as a. But is there also an anniversary of death?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She just yelled to me. It's a crossing. So, and where does who's the GJ name come in for you?
Jean.
Who's Jean?
My father-in-law.
But your father-in-law is crossed.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this the one we're talking about, or someone different?
Nope, someone different.
Okay. Well, Heather, you got the whole parade of spirits coming in for you.
They're
all excited.
I have two people that are a week apart with their. I have one person that their first anniversary was Saturday, this past Saturday, and then I have another one this coming Sunday.
Oh my God, Heather! Well, this is a
So,
guy. There's a guy.
I'm trying to see which one.
One of them is
Which
a guy.
one it is. They're both guys.
Oh, because he just came in with a just.
But it's not my father-in-law. My father-in-law was Winter.
Oh no, Well, I need to draw a tree for you, Heather, to figure to keep track of what's going on. Okay, so you're absolutely right. So, but Gene, your father-in-law, definitely wanted to make sure that you knew that he's here and stepping forward because he's just giving you a big hug. So one of the guys. Not that he's more prominent. I know you said you've lost two, but he comes through first. And there's also, I don't know if this is them, but where's the Bob? Where's the B come in?
Yep, that's one. Bobby.
Oh, so Bobby's here stepping forward to let you know that he's here. One of them is psychotic. One of them is really funny and crazy at the same time. Well, actually, both of them got really great. What was that?
I said I would say both.
Yeah, I was going to say both of them have some crazy validation. How wild is it, though, that Heather, you call and Gene comes through, Bobby comes through, and there's also, where does Mike come in? Mike. There's a Mike connection. It connected. Now, when three of these guys are battling to get your attention, the two guys and your father-in-law all want to talk to you. But
I don't have a Mike.
Mike is.
There's a Mark.
No, Mike.
Nope.
Mike is connected to either Gene or the guys. Mike is connected to them. I don't know if they were like good friends or family, but there's definitely a Mike, not Mark. Mike, I hear Michael, Mike. Just so make sure you keep it with the three of them. There was Heather. There was an argument or someone not talking that they're bringing up. I don't know if either Gene, because I got to be honest, Heather, you connect very, very easily, so your energy is pulling these three in very, very simply, and I can't tell which of the three is talking because they're all talking at the same time. One of them keeps telling me that there's when they give me fist bumps, it's not the usual fist bumps. It means that they're either someone crossed and someone didn't get to them, or someone didn't get to say something to them, or they hadn't seen them, or they weren't talking to them. But there's something with an issue with because the reason why I bring this up, Heather, is someone here in the physical world has guilt, like guilt feelings.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, with my father-in-law.
Okay.
We weren't home for him. It was a sudden death that we didn't get to say bye to.
So make sure you
but
know.
I said bye to the other two.
So more so
Okay.
for your is you're with your father-in-law's son, your husband, or are you still
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
This is for him. So just because your father, I love you. These two guys are so cute too, Heather, because they just placed your father-in-law Gene in front so that he could talk, because they said it's really important, even though they know you also want to hear from these other two guys, but it's really important for your husband, and I don't know whether your husband believes in this or not, but your father-in-law is always with him and just keeps talking about he doesn't want your husband to feel that he didn't get there, but it's more than that. It's more than that, Heather. Your father-in-law is saying that your husband is still, this doesn't mean like daily he feels this, but there's things that he's holding on to that your father-in-law wants him to. Your father-in-law loves him so much and just wants to have your husband let anything go that he was holding on to. I don't know. Was this a heart attack?
Yeah.
Because he just keeps bringing me to the chest. I don't know if you said that already. I don't know.
No,
I
didn't.
Okay, so just because I was going to say if you did, then it's something else. But if you didn't, because he just keeps showing me the chest area, and it's something, as you mentioned, it comes out of nowhere, and it's very, very quick. So, but he's always with your husband, and just also loves you too, by the way. Just giving you a big shout out, and he's protecting you. Was your father-in-law laid out in a casket?
Yes.
I asked that because he's bringing me to the service, and he's showing me your husband, just staring at him, and I feel when I feel a connection like this, a closeness, it means that either your husband touched him. There's a lot of, or put something in with him, but there's a huge connection there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. As long as it makes sense, it's your father-in-law just giving that as a validation. Your father-in-law also just said that he loves your hair. I don't know what you're doing with your hair, if you did something different with your hair, but he loves your hair. Did you just do something with it?
No, nothing crazy.
I don't know if you're pulling it up. I don't know what this is, but he keeps talking about he loves your hair. So
it's up. It's messy, but it's up.
Well, then he likes it when it's up. So
thank you.
And the other two, it's very difficult for Gene to do this because he knows how he didn't want to leave in the circumstances, and both of your two guy friends, Heather, are acting as guardian angels next to him, making sure that they hold him up to be able to give these messages. But there's also something, I don't know if this is still with Gene or the two guys, but is there something like a necklace or something that was a pendant that was hanging from somebody? The three guys keep bringing me, or is this for your husband?
Not that I know of.
Who had something around their neck? I don't know if this is like a job that someone has to hold something like one of those automatic keys around the neck, or all three keep showing me. Does your husband have something hanging from his neck for work?
Nope.
So Heather, if it's not your husband, something with these two guys, or maybe it is with Gene, but there's something that's connected to holding around the neck, and it looked like a chain with a like a cross or a pendant on it. Does that make sense for any of these guys?
No.
Why do they say yes? One of them is very smart and just said, "Tell Heather yes." Do you have something like cross or a chain?
No.
No. Just make sure. Or did someone put a cross in the casket or something with a chain? Or just hang on.
Bead. I mean, he had the beads, the rosemary beads. But
is this Gene?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, they wrapped them around his hands, though.
No. No, this is the guys. This is something with the guys. Something with the Oh, wait a minute. Did one ride a bike?
Nope.
Where's the motorcycle come in?
No. Well, unless it's someone else coming through. I mean, I also had someone who passed away in a motorcycle accident.
Oh, that
anniversary is also coming up.
That's what it is, because I just said, what is this chain? And they said, like, the chain gang. I'm like, oh, a motorcycle. So know that the third is coming through, too. Well, you got all these guys, Heather. I'm going to talk to your husband about this.
I know.
Listen, I got to take a break. Listen, thank you so much for
Thank
calling.
you so
Lots
much.
of love, Heather.
Thank you.
Alrighty, bye-bye. Welcome back to Through the Static. That was a pretty good call with Heather. Heather's energy was wonderful. So thank you, Heather. And let me go to the next caller. Hi, this is Stephen. Who's this? Hello?
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 Oh.
Hi, who's this?
This is Marianne.
Marianne, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing well also, and thank you for calling. And happy 4th of July.
You too.
Okay, so Marianne, let's get going. I may have to do this to every caller. Do you connect to Henry?
No, I don't. I mean, I know of a Henry that has passed away, but he doesn't really have a connection directly to me, but somebody I do know.
Oh, that
Not
doesn't.
to me.
It doesn't actually matter, because sometimes Spirit just uses whoever I'm speaking to for maybe just a little message. So,
okay.
But that Henry is crossed over.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know the family, whoever's connected to Henry? Do you know them well?
No, I don't. I mean, I might know a little bit, but if it's the Henry that I'm thinking of, he's a good friend of my nephew's.
Okay. All right. Has Henry been crossed for a while?
Not a real long time.
Okay. No, I don't think it's him then. This one's
No,
been crossed for a long. I mean, he was showing me a lot of old cars.
No. He was a young guy, and it was fairly within the past 5 years or so.
Oh yeah, I don't think this is who it is. All right, so let me switch to Marianne.
Okay.
Marianne isn't Marianne anymore. She's Ginger. I just like Lincoln's Island episodes. Sorry, it just came to me. All right, so Marianne, let me start. Oh, wow, you also a lot of loved ones here. There's four kids. April, something's in April, the 4th of the month. There's a huge 4 in front of you, Marianne.
Four?
Yeah, 4. So it could be, it could be someone came from 4 kids. It could be April, birthday, anniversary of death. It could be the 4th of a month. It could be a 4 on a number of a house. There's a huge, just keep it with you, Marianne. If it doesn't, oh, wait a minute. No, it's 4 kids. It's 4 kids, but Marianne, it's 3. Someone has 3 kids and one was lost. That's what it is. There's 3 kids. 3 kids.
Huh.
Someone's connected. You have 3 kids?
Well, I mean, I do know. Yeah, I mean, I do know someone who has 3 kids, but I didn't know about a lost one, so I don't know.
Do you have a brother?
I do have a brother.
They're just taking inventory on to make sure I'm with the right person.
Mm-hmm.
So when
So
I
actually, there's 3. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. No, there's 5. Well, there's 5 of us.
oh you
No, okay. So no, I'm sorry. I'm trying to say how many kids are in my family.
so there's 5 of you, but where's are there 2 boys or 2 girls?
No, in my family there's 1 boy and 3 girls, 4 girls.
Well, we need to go back to school for math, Marianne, both of us, to figure this out. No, because when I just talked about the 4 and asked about your brother, does your brother have 2 kids?
He has 2. Yep.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I got it. Because as soon as I got talk about the brother, they said show me 2 kids. So it's sometimes Spirit just wants to validate loved ones that are with us and close to us, and
Sure.
that's what it is. Even though they're just make sure that the 3 kids is very close to you. That I keep hearing someone in the very early stages lost a baby and then had 3 kids. The 4th one just wants to be validated.
Okay.
And so
and that could be something I've never been told. So.
Yeah, it could be. Who's the Elizabeth or the E name connected?
That would be my sister's. It was her sister-in-law, and she was also her best friend. She also goes by a nickname.
Okay, so your sister's best friend is Elizabeth?
Yeah. She's also her sister-in-law.
Okay, is she still here?
No.
Oh, so she's coming. Oh, wow. So know that Elizabeth's coming through. Just make sure you keep those kids on Elizabeth's side. That's what Elizabeth just told me. She thought that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. There's
Okay.
a lot going on right now.
Okay, so just know that Elizabeth just wants to give you a big shout out and let you know that she's here, and for you to tell your sister. Where's the big dad presents for you come in?
My dad.
Your dad is crossed.
Yeah.
He just came in pretty much, Marianne, blew everybody away. Just your father's took over the stage and just is letting you know that he's here with all of you. You and your siblings. Your mom is still here?
No, my mom's also passed.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Wow. But is there like an auntie still here? Why does it feel like there's a mom figure still here?
Maybe my sister, she's very close to me, and she's like a mom, a sister, a best friend.
Oh, there it is. Okay. She's just giving. I just felt like there was a mom figure that was still here. So just know now that your mom and dad are also here, stepping forward. Your father. What is he saying? Your mother just said to me that your father's saying more than he said here on this physical earth about like emotional wise. That is.
That makes sense.
He's not your father here in the physical world. Wasn't connecting very very easily. Even though I got to tell you though, Marianne, your father's heart was beautiful. It was just trying to. Your father many times wanted to say something and it was very close and then it kind of stopped. I don't know if that makes sense. And in a very emotional way. So it's just giving that as a validation. Does somebody work, Marianne, or do something with energy? I know it's a weird question. Your father keeps bringing me to like it feels like it's I'm in a plant or something, like a factory or a manufacturing place. Did someone like work in that kind of setting or works in that setting?
Oh, maybe a warehouse?
Yeah, like a warehouse, right?
Well, yeah, somebody that recently passed over did.
Wow! Oh my God! Another person?
Very recently, really recent.
Okay, just know that it's a he?
Yeah.
He's coming through.
Sunday.
He passed Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's here.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter time-wise. The spirit will come through. Hours, if they've passed away, they'll come through. It doesn't matter. Sometimes, actually, when they're transitioning, they pass away. Marianne, it's a way and why he's coming through so soon. It's also a testament to like what I told Heather, is that you're very open and very, very connected. That's why they're using you to actually all of these people come through. There's a connected to the factory guy. There's a Chris or Kathy. There's a C or K name connected.
Kristen.
Yeah, who's Chris?
His daughter.
Oh.
His oldest.
Wow. So he's just giving a huge validation for that, to let you know that. Oh, he keeps thanking you so much for even if you don't do anything with this information, which he's hoping you tell her. He loves the fact that you're getting all of these and understanding this too. Is there a Florence? Is there an Italy connection or a Flo or Florence?
That's not ringing a bell, but I'm not sure.
I just heard Florence, but Marianne, it makes me feel like it's a place that someone wanted to go, or did go, or wanted to go, always wanted to go to Italy or Florence. So, but it sort of makes me feel like you're not Italian?
No.
It makes me feel like it's someone in the past, someone in spirit that always wanted to go to Italy, because what they're doing is telling me that they're in Italy now, and it's just something that they want to give you as a validation. Your mom keeps thanking you, Marianne. Just keeps saying where I would start in this reading is just to thank her, to thank my daughter. Thank you. Were you around her? Take care of her? What is this?
She excuse me, shortly after she was diagnosed, she moved in with me for a few months until she passed away.
Oh my God, Marianne. Yeah. What a beautiful sentiment and validation to thank you for everything you did, and to know that she in spirit is still, she said that even though she's with all her children, she's always in your house. There's a little dog there too. There's a dog in spirit connected to you.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this was a long time ago, if this is current.
Is it a little black dog?
It's a little dog, yeah. I mean, but it's definitely in spirit that just keeps going back and forth, and is it's got a lot of energy. Just very, very happy. So just know that the dog is here, and that mom and dad and all the people that came through. Marianne, there's a reason. Sometimes I do these readings. It's just mom coming through. Remember, Marianne, when you've got a lot coming through, one after another, it's because you are so connected, okay?
Yeah, I'm definitely.
I love it. So listen, I got to take a break. Thank you for calling, and lots of love, okay?
Thank you.
Thanks, Marianne. Bye-bye.
Easy, weasy, lemon squeezy.
Oh, we're back on that.
And welcome back to Through the Static. You know what? I wish this came on a little quicker, because Elix is still trying the easy, squeezy, peasy, lemon,
squeezy, lemon, easy.
Get it out. Come on.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Hey, are you looking it up? Is that what you're doing?
No.
I think he is. He's got his phone, so maybe he's looking up. All right, let me go to the next caller. Hello, this is Steven.
Hi, Steven. This is Kristen.
Hey, Kristen, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, and happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July.
Where am I going with Kristen? Henry? Do you have a Henry?
No.
Oh, man. Someone better take this Henry. I swear, though, I think it was for someone on Facebook Live, and we couldn't get onto Facebook Live, so I don't know. I'm still just in. It just means also, Kristen, that Henry is going to be with me. Oh joy, just waiting for me to give him a validation. So, all right. Let me tune in here, Kristen. I'm just looking at. I had Heather, I had Marianne, now I have Kristen. The theme of every single one of you so incredibly connected. So just a sort of a side note, Kristen, there's been changes in a very good way. recently. Sometimes I can tune in to see if they're talking about changes like in work, professionally, or like personally, and I can't figure that out. Sometimes when they won't give me specifics, what it means is that the change, and whether you know this or not, even though I just heard, dad is crossed?
I'm sorry?
Is your dad, there's a dad figure. Your dad is crossed?
Yes, he is.
Okay, so the dad's telling me this, but there's a change with you. There's a shift with you, and when they don't give me specifics, like again, like professionally or personally, it usually means that it's something that the change affects everything, meaning that it's a change sort of closer to the center of like who you are. I don't know if that maybe not even make any sense, but does it make
No,
any?
it does. It makes a ton of sense.
Okay, if it good, perfect. So it's just your father just keeps saying that the sort of like the work that you're doing, whatever that is, you have come so much further than what you actually even realize, and it's going to pay off. So whatever you're working towards, like if you're working, say, for a new job, all I can tell you is that whatever the end result is, whatever you know you're working towards, is so close, and it's the closest it's ever been. Also, if that makes any sense, Kristen. So just know that it's coming very, very. I mean, you're on like I just saw like an express, like the Acela train in Massachusetts, and like it flies. That's what I'm seeing. With that said, you still have to put your patience in check, because Kristen, your father just said, my daughter wants it yesterday. So whatever this is, if that makes sense, it wants it yesterday, and it doesn't, when we're very impatient and we want it yesterday, it just doesn't benefit. It doesn't really affect anything. Like the universe is moving forward with you. That's not going to change. What it affects is you. Like okay, why? And what you don't want that to affect is going into any kind of like, is this not going to happen? Because your father's like, you're so close. He doesn't want you to have that happen. So
okay.
He just keeps was your father in? So wait a minute. So let me back up. Your mother is still here. I don't hear anything in spirit, so I know you're here. She's here. Yeah. Would they split before your dad crossed?
Yes.
Because he separates himself with your mom before he crosses over, but I don't know if this is also going to make sense, but he just wants you to know that he's watching your mom. So I don't know if this was like a cordial kind of split or it wasn't. Your father just said, well, he was. I can't use the word he just said. He's taking responsibility, Kristen. And he's just telling me he was. Let's just say he didn't sometimes make the best choices. So
yeah,
that's what he. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in it's a way. He's giving a huge shout out to your mom. Just talking about he screwed that up because. He wants your mom to know that he really, he doesn't want your mom to think it was too late, because in spirit he gets to see his life and just says that he screwed it up, that he really now appreciates your mom for who she is, if that makes sense too.
Yes, it does.
Perfect. So, and he wants your mom to know that. Kristen, where's the E? Like Elaine or Elizabeth or Ed? Who's the E connection to you? There's an E connection, either living or crossed, even though it kind of makes me feel like he's heading towards your mom. There wasn't like an old name like Edna or Esther connected, like crossed, or somebody connected to your mom?
We had an Uncle Edmund.
Oh, there it is. Okay, but Uncle Edmund is crossed.
Yes.
Okay, so just know that Uncle Edmund is stepping forward, just to let you know that he's here. Yeah, Uncle Edmund has a significant play in your life too. I don't know if you know that, but he just told me that he does. They keep putting something around my. Is there somebody in healthcare connected to you?
No.
I asked that, Kristen, because when they put they were putting something around my wrist, and sometimes I think it's a way for them to show me, like taking a pulse, that there's somebody in health, or somebody just maybe had an issue, or just had, I don't know, like a physical or something that you would be in the hospital or a doctor for. But something like recent. So just keep it with you.
Yeah.
If it's not that, then there's something around someone's wrist that someone wants to validate, like a bracelet, or someone's got like a little tattoo around there. But there's something.
I have a tattoo on my wrist.
Oh, there it is.
My mom and I have the same tattoo. Yeah.
Your mom has the same one, the one that's on your wrist?
Yeah.
I love it. Kristen, that's so cool. So just know that it's I was going to say it's Dad validating that, the connection, but I can't leave out Uncle Edmund, too, because he's given a big shout out, too. Uncle Edmund also, I know it's weird, were you not even close to him?
I did not know him. No.
I mean, he just said to me, in the spirit, in the physical world, he pushes himself very far from you, which I wasn't sure geographically, or you just weren't close to him. But Uncle Edmund has a big play in you, and I don't get this a lot, Kristen, but I'll tell you something. He just showed me the globe and just showed me it moving the axis. When I think I've seen that 2 times before. Now, I do a lot of readings, so that's not a lot for me to see. And all I can tell you is that the 2 people that I told them that was happening emailed me, I don't know if it was weeks later, months later, and to validate what was going on with them. And it was huge, like amazing. It was one of those factors of, like, finally, like all my life I wanted to get to this place, and finally I'm there. So make sure you hang on to that. If there's anything in this reading you hang on to, you hang on to that. You hang on to it, you grab it, you hug it, you hold it, and just keep it with you. So anytime that, because it happens to all of us, we're feeling like things aren't moving forward enough, or is it really happening, grab that and know it's coming. So you've got to grab that like you're grabbing a baby.
Okay.
Seriously. And just make sure you hold on to it, Kristen, because there's huge things happening with you. So I'm gonna leave you with that, and happy 4th of July.
Thank you so much. Happy 4th.
Lots of love, Kristen.
Bye.
Alrighty, bye-bye. So I think we just have a couple of 2 minutes?
2 minutes. Remind people about your show again.
So let me remind people about my show again, because that's what Coach Helix.
Easy Squeezy Lemon Wheezy. Easy Weezy Lemon Squeezy. Whatever.
See, this is I'm dealing with Ricky Ricardo here. That's what I'm dealing with. So my event.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Well, like, you know what you always say to me. Thankfully, you're really cute.
Yes.
I say the same.
Yeah,
well, you're really cute.
I do have something going for me.
The Latin thing going for
That's
you,
right?
I mean, for God's sakes, Mark was just telling you to strip. Take your shoe off.
Yeah, I know.
Your sock off.
You better keep an eye on me, because this one is like trying to pull a
That's
fast
another
one here.
story.
Yeah.
But so listen, the July 26th, StephenTheMedium.com. You can go, you can purchase tickets, and you will be put on the master list. The best thing, I've never done this, is that you will get this downloadable CD that I'm doing. It's going to be an MP3. It is for anybody, you don't even have to like feel like you're connected to spirit, even though we all are. But even if you're curious and just want some more information, and if you are really curious of like, you're connected and you want to start sort of like the basics, you've got to come to my show, because you've got to get this CD, this MP3. It is fantastic. This is coming from someone that my whole life had no idea I was a medium, not at all. And, I mean, if you told me 2 years ago I would have a radio show, I'd be like, you're crazy. A radio show of what, right? I mean, seriously. And so...
How do they get the tickets?
Through StephenTheMedium.com.
Very good.
Yes, I just said
$25.
$25.
It's a first annual community event.
Right,
so
exactly.
It's one of a kind. This is not going to happen.
And you know something? When I was in my last year of law school, a professor came over to me and said, I want to give you some advice that my professor gave me when I was in law school many, many years ago. When you're getting ready to take the bar, never, ever, ever take advice from someone who didn't pass the bar the first time. And it's sort of the same sentiment of you want my CD because I wasn't one who has had this for my whole life. It's so recent, and because it's so fresh and with what's happened to me and the anxiety and everything else, it's a CD that would be so great for anybody, someone who wants to hone in on their skills, or someone who's just curious, or anybody. It's just really interesting CD. Plus, you get to hear me, right? It's good. It's really good. All right, so 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. We'll see you next week. StephenTheMedium.com. Go to my website, your website.
Performance Coaching by Elix.
Okay, listen, everyone have the safest but fun, happy
Happy 4th.
4th. Mark, have a great time, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.